Alright, so we're back again. I'm gonna try out this next boss, see what he does. We're gonna go with the dead end butcher first. Here's the thing: these are both anomaly, and again, notoriously, I only have two anomaly units, or one anomaly team. I have another one, but it's also kind of trash. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's see: if there are anomaly agents, the whole squad's anomaly efficiency increases by this much. Okay, crit damage. Agent inflicts attribute anomaly on the team. This is kind of weird. What does this mean? Is this supposed to be for Jane? Because it gives her attack and 30 AP and 40% crit damage. But Jane doesn't crit. It's not like a traditional crit. Are they implying that this crit somehow adds to Jane's crit? Or after an agent inflicts attribute anomaly, they get 10% defense shred? Who is this for? Is this supposed to be maybe for what's her name? Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, actually, you know what? This is supposed to be probably for what because I don't have Miyabi, I forget about her, but this is probably for Miyabi. Uh, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's really the only thing I can think of. Anyway, point being is that this team will probably be something like
If you need help.
A wise choice.
this
Where we go? Huh? I write my. Shall we dance?
and this, something like this. Actually, you know what? I might do something like
Let's start the experiment.
that. Only, actually, it bothers me seeing her there and not there.
Hey, always nice
Okay,
to see you.
here's what I'm thinking. This needs to be her Bangbu. I don't have Denny's, so I can't upgrade this all the way, so I'm just gonna leave this here. Anyway, the point being is I'll probably end up using this team. So the reason I'm deploy preset, yeah, okay. So this is Louis fluxing into wind. I want to see how this works. We're gonna experiment because I still don't know exactly how Lumiflux works, and obviously Ramiel's not even fully maxed out. Like her weapon's not done. I got most of this done. I need to go finish this. What does this give her? Attack, which was useful. Her skills, she does gain advantage from skills, unlike most anomaly units, and her set is kind of trash. Anyway, using these three to help carry Grace as an anomaly driver is kind of what I'm gonna have to do in this case. And then over here, I'm gonna have to try using. We're missing the 3, so we're getting 30 instead of 70. We're getting 10% instead of 25. Awesome. I'll mess around with it. So here's the thing. Jane kind of has to be stuck with Yuzuha. She doesn't have to be, but it's beneficial just because Yuzuha gives Jane a chain attack, which means I can start the game with Passion State and maintain Passion State a lot easier because Yuzuha gives her that. So that's kind of why they're stuck together. So if I want to use Valina with Jane, I have to stick with Yuzuha. So it has to be Jane, Valina, Yuzuha. If I want to use Ramiel on this team, it kind of has to be something like this. And then we're not getting disorders because they're all 3 physical, right? Now, do you have to run it like this? No, you can, obviously you're going to run it like this. You can do this and this will be a lot stronger. But the point being is that like now Jane is missing her chain attacks for her Passion State. Some of her damage is reduced. And yeah, I don't know. Just like I said, it's mainly just that I have so much invested into Yuzuha for Jane that it's suboptimal not to do it. So not to mention, Grace could use extra help. She could use the more help from Valina, who does a lot of damage, and Ramiel, who does a lot of damage. Because basically, they're just going to carry Grace through, and Jane doesn't need that much help. Obviously, Jane needs a lot of help because she's not that good, but, that's that. So, I'm here at like I'm gonna just run him. It doesn't really matter. So let's go take a look at the Jane build.
Should I use
These are her stats: 3,149 AM. The Lama Mastery is kind of low because you can get away with it because first of all, I got her Mindscape out of the free ticket. This gives her 15% extra anomaly buildup in the Passion state, 30% damage, and then an extra Salcho jump. But also her passive gives her another 30%, 35% anomaly application rate. And you have Yuzuha applying a bunch of physical anomaly as well. So we'll swap this over to this. Yeah, so that's kind of what's up with that. So next we have Vivian. Vivian's build has been kind of gutted. I might do this live here real quick. I think I want to swap her over to this. And then take this. Actually, I don't think I'll. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll swap it over for this instead. Well, that's a +4. This is a +5. But I think this one, the ether damage scales better with her. Listen, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna have to go with it. We'll swap over from what she has. This one, yep. And then this one, we'll just leave it. It's fine. I mean, it sucks, right? Obviously, but you know, whatever. I'm not gonna. Actually, I think you want more AP with her because, like, the attack isn't such a big deal, but you probably do want more AP. What's this? 5, 6, 7. This is a 6, but he has more AP. I think I might just leave her on what I had before, which is funny. Honestly, at the end of the day, her build isn't that important because she does scale off of Jane's like crit bombs or whatever, her assault proc, so you know, whatever. But anyway, that's her skills, her weapon. We're going with this. And then obviously, like I said, here's Yuzuha. M2. Starting energy plus disorder and anomaly buff and all that stuff. Build up rate increase and a bunch of other stuff in here. And damage buff as well. So yeah, we're gonna go in here with this. Mainly because Dead End Butcher, to get all of his bonus points, requires anomaly disorders, and this is the best team I have for generating disorders. Now, the Valina team is pretty good too, but again, Grace is going to need more help.
Be over soon. Now, you're the prey.
Stun him.
Careful. I bite.
No, it might try skirting the
Lurks in the darkness. Don't get sloppy. Careful. I bite. found your weakness. The final
Hit him
act
with the ult.
begins now. Once a man.
Come on! Don't be nervous!
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? Careful. I bite.
Who dares get between me
We're
and Lord
burning
Satan?
guard feathers here because this gets you max. But you know, whatever.
Lurks in the darkness. It'll be over soon. Here's a
hit him
taste
with
of
the
the
ult.
abyss. Careful. I bite.
That probably could have gone a little better, but still not bad. I don't know if I got the entire max bonus. I missed it by 200, so one more disorder. I would have been good there. I think 40, whatever. Okay, that's fine. 35, not bad. 35 is what we got. Oh my eye. What we got with the other team, with the Sambi team, which isn't too bad. I wonder. I guess we can try this. We'll try this one more run. I want to see
Which alias should
what
I
if we
use this
drop
time?
her down just a little bit in terms of damage. Her pops make them a little smaller. And then increase her application rate and see what that does for us. We might end up getting a lot more damage out of it just because those, if you saw, some of those pops were taking forever. Like, they were really annoying. So we'll see what happens if we swap it around a little bit.
Careful. I bite. Rebuild yourself. The final
with the ult.
act begins now. It'll be over.
This isn't gonna stun him. I was hoping it would stun him, but I don't think it is. Oh, it did. It did. Oh no, actually, I just got.
I bite. I know what lurks in the darkness. Here's a taste of the abyss. Don't get slow.
Who dares get between me and Lord Satan?
Ready to fess up?
Oh, I messed up there.
Careful. I bite. I'm that tired. Hit him where it hurts. Now,
This is going a lot worse. I'm not maintaining What's her name? Vivian's buffed up nearly enough as much as I should.
I know what lurks in the darkness.
Notice me. Lord me.
Careful. I bite.
Too late to be begging.
I know what lurks in the darkness. The final act begins now. It'll be over soon. Careful. I bite.
How much time do we have left? There we go. So I got the maximum score, but I do think I went slightly lower points. And there was a lot of like, even if I went lower points, I could have gone even higher, which means that this build is probably better for this. So I got 37, I got 34 last time, I think. Yeah, so obviously when you have element advantage, when you're physical up, you kind of want to go with more damage because you're getting more application, right? But because we're element neutral against this guy, and he just benefits from, I think you get some kind of defense shit or damage reduction removal when you disorder. So getting more disorders is more beneficial here. Anomaly. He takes reduce this much damage and reduce days. Triggering a disorder removes that, right? So you do want more application more frequently rather than just bigger bombs. So this build is obviously more optimal here. Plus, I get the performance points and all that kind of stuff. So, funnily enough, if you read the words and you pay attention to what they're asking you, that helps you do the boss better. But yeah, like I said, I kind of already knew that, and I kind of figured that's why I swapped over. But I'm stubborn, and I like to use the same build. Like, I like to just keep Jane Doe's build one way and not have to change it every time. But unfortunately, it's just not optimal running this on a lot of bosses that are physical weak. Because then you start overcapping your application rate, and then you're just sitting there with the bar full, and you can't pop it because you're too you apply too fast. So this ends up being the most optimal most of the time. However, this isn't like the worst thing ever. So yeah, every so often you gotta kind of swap this one on just for the sake of whatever. So what else here? I could try this out using Valina. I'm sure Valina would probably even do better, but I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. And that's that. I have to come redo this one. Hopefully I can get like 35 out of this, which puts me up to like 70 grand, and then we'll see where that places us. And then the last one we're gonna be doing is this one. Right now, I'm thinking about putting the team like this, because this way we increase Valina's application rate, which I'm assuming is better than increasing the electricity anomaly. But I have to see how this ends up playing, because she is going to swap into her. When she's off field, because she has that off field mode where she does stuff, she's going to swap into her. So it's going to be basically these two going back and forth while she's off screen. And then you come in, she does one thing, and then she leaves again, and it's basically back to these two again. So hopefully that works out all right, but we'll see that in the next video. Yeah, till next time.